Hello, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
And I'm Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
And together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course.
Brad, today we're going to talk about the top 3 exercises for hip flexor strengthening.
Sure.
Now at the end of this video we'll kind of show where the hip flexors are. I mean, right now you just need to know that it's the muscles that help lift your hip like this, right?
So every time you move your leg forward, your hip flexors are active.
Right. Good to have it strong for running and athletic events.
Right, you bet.
So, can I have a pillow? Oh, God. Okay, can I have a pillow?
There's treatment for you, Bob. Don't
There you
worry.
go. I feel better already. All right, you want me to do one, Brad?
Yeah, go ahead.
This one's a very simple one. You can do it, you wake up in the morning, you can start off doing a hip flexor strengthening exercise.
Okay.
I'm going to strengthen the right leg, so you put the left leg up like this to give your pelvis a little support here. You're just going to hold a straight leg raise like this.
Okay.
And you can hold it for 30 seconds or less if you want.
Right.
And then to give it a little power boost, you do 10 of these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's called like a power straight leg raise, Brad.
Yeah, I think that would be a kind of a plyometric technically, not that you need to know that, but...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good.
Now, this is for people, you're going to have to be relatively, this is harder than it looks. If you've got an injury or if you're in your 60s or 70s or higher, this may not be able to, you may not be able to do that.
May not. I think they'd be able to start off with just the straight part.
Maybe able to, yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
It depends.
I don't know how tough our audience is.
Yeah, well, we're going from 40 on up, so I'm thinking there's a part, you know, if you're going to teach this to your mother who has a hard time getting out of bed, it's going to be hard to do.
What Brad is alluding to the fact is that our audience is basically what we're trying to cater to is the people that are 40, 50 and over.
Right.
And that's how our videos are geared toward.
Sure.
So if you are in that age, you want to subscribe.
You bet.
Okay, what's another one, Brad? How about just a standing, and you can do this with weights.
Oh, yeah.
Just, yeah.
And this is one we do a lot with people that are older.
Or you can alternate, right,
Yeah,
Brad?
I like to do the marching. And a lot of times, if you're having balance problems, you know,
You're going to have to hold on to something.
hold on to something, you put your hands, and not, with people if they're using a walker, this is a great exercise.
Sure.
Where you can balance with the walker in front of you.
That's a good point. The other, if you want to go into the more advanced version of this, and this would be exercise number 3, but we'll do a bonus one too.
Sure.
That's what we're all about, Brad. We're about, you know.
Yeah, you want so much, we'll give you more.
That's right. But this one, you can start off in kind of a lunge position, and I'm going to be strengthening this one. And this is a little more advanced one. You're going to probably want to hold on to something. And you're going to start, and you're going to lunge up like this.
This is probably good for those people who are runners.
Yeah, this would be good.
Or you're doing some kind of activity, playing softball, and
This is almost a dynamic stretch.
Right.
Would you say, Brad?
yeah, actually coming back, you're getting a stretch, and
Yeah.
you're coming through. It's a really good complete exercise for the hip flexor.
And, you know, we're going to do a video, by the way. I just read an article on this. We're going to do a video on dynamic versus static stretching.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
And I just got the whole lowdown on it, so.
You getting tired yet?
Yeah. All right, Brad, why don't you show how to do we got the bonus one now.
Okay,
here.
now this one is definitely more for the
This
advanced.
is the advanced
person.
yeah.
And it's also going to work your core. So it's a bonus core hip flexor. Can you get down here? So if you're used to working with a ball, you'll say, oh yeah, I can do this. If you've never worked on the ball before, this may be challenging. You may not even want to do it at all. But for those people on the ball, this is a good hip flexor exercise. Tighten up the stomach muscles. You're getting that core stomach going, as well as the hip flexor. You do 10 of those, and if you're really advanced, what you do is you go to one leg and stick that up and really work it.
Oh, Brad, you are impressive.
10 times on each leg, and that will definitely work.
He's an animal.
Everything from here into here. But it's challenging, and there's a few people out there who will want this kind of exercise.
All right, can we have the spine, Nancy?
Oh yeah.
Nancy's always real, oh, look at this. What happened to this roll?
Throw it out, throw it out.
The hip flexors, Brad, a lot of them attach up into the pelvis here, and they go down into the femur.
Sure.
And then they help bring the femur up like this. I know the rectus femoris starts right here and right here. and then attaches down to the femur. The iliacus and the iliopsoas,
Iliopsoas and the,
they start up in here, don't they?
yeah, actually the
On
one
the spine
connects
even?
in here, and actually the psoas, boy, I'd have to get my book out.
Yeah.
Connect up to the back, actually.
Yeah, that's right. That's the iliosoleus. I think it starts. I mean, they together the muscles and they come down into the leg.
Right. So when you lift your hip up, that's one reason back it associates with back pain sometimes. When you lift your leg up, it
Actually
pulls on your back a little
I
bit.
had one doctor that I used to work with that always prescribed that to help strengthen the back. Even he
Sure.
always do his iliosoleus strengthening.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it did much. But
Yeah, I was just looking it up this morning, actually. I was talking about stretching that to take stress off.
And we're going to do a video on that. That's our next video. How to stretch,
Oh, yeah.
how to stretch the hip flexors.
Yep. So here we go.
So,
There's
all right.
the innards of it.
Look for the next one.